Here's another day in the life of being an AI founder. In the last episode, I showed you that we ran into a bug with the product copilot not responding. So I'm going to show you a workflow that I often use to do debugging for vibe coding. We'll go into the logs in Google Logs. We'll copy paste this. I'm not professing that this is a foolproof or elegant method by any means, but what I typically do is copy the logs um, from the section of the UI where I was operating the app. I'll copy those. I'll paste those. Today I'm using anti-gravity, which is the new IDE from Google, but you could do this in Cursor or Windsurf. I'll try to give it a good but concise description of the bug or error that I am seeing. And then I do some pretty low-tech stuff. I'll just paste the logs into the agent. Here I'm using Gemini 3, but this would work with OpenAI GPT-5. This would work with Claude Anthropic. That's a pretty general method. I'll copy paste the logs entirely into the chat here. It is important that this model be a model with vision processing, image processing capabilities, because what we're about to do is even more low tech, as you'll see in a second. So we'll go back to the front page of the app, navigate to the place where I encountered the problem, the bug, and then I take a screenshot. As low tech as that is, I think giving the front end context to the model is really useful. And if you use the right class of models, and I think a lot of the state of the art models tend to have the right image processing capabilities. Some of the built-in coding models do not. So this won't be as applicable to those. But I'll copy paste all of that context into the chat, and it will come back usually with some recommendations that make a lot of sense. In this case, what it's going to advise me to do is it's telling me that my Terraform configuration for a service agent is incorrect. Terraform is I have found it to be a highly invaluable tool for building relatively robust infrastructure that's vibe coded, as robust as you can be for something that's vibe coded. And I think in the next video, we'll go through a little bit of detail about how Terraform works and how I use it in my workflow. Um, but that's it for today. That's a brief deep dive into the building of Cutline, the product manager suite.